Yay, Brandy! It totally works. Your PDF works beautifully, and it's a perfect resolution. Everything is fantastic. Thank you. How did you do it? Anyways, I want to know, because if I ever have this issue again with the student class, I don't want them to have to go through what you went through to get these things to work. Okay, so you have a lot of light meter shots in here. And then who's this? This is very funny. And these shots are lovely. You know, it's interesting because I know that, I mean, I can see from the angle of the light that you shot these at 2 very different times a day. However, they don't feel any different to me at all. Like, they feel exactly the same. But I mean, like I said, it's obvious that you shot them at 2 different times in the day. Yeah, and I think actually you found really good exposure settings for both shots, actually. Oops, sorry, wrong way. For both shots. I think I'm really pleased with that. I am surprised that you can get an 8:1 ratio on a white building and still get a pretty good exposure. I mean, these look great. When I was reading your document, I was like, no way. Because I would expect the white to be completely blown out, unless it's a little bit off-white or sort of gray or something. And then all of your shots look really nice. They're all really well composed. I was just telling Michael in his feedback that when you're shooting a building like this, your viewers really expect that the building be sitting completely level on the ground. So the edges of the building, the top and bottom edges of the building, are perpendicular to the bottom of the print, and that the sides of the building, as to the extent that they are photographed, are parallel to the edges, the outside, the tall edges of the print. And then this is forgivable if you know, you just have sort of that distortion that we get from having just a typical SLR lens on our camera. The sides of the building can kind of pinch in towards the top. That's fine, but we really need the bottom to be level. And it looks like in most of your shots that is the case, that the bottom is really level, and the top. That, you know, we have a nice perpendicular line here, you know, but we don't. Shucks. But it looks, the thing is, it feels like it's perpendicular to me. Let's try it over here. Unless, I bet you this is just going up at an angle is what's going on here. Let's do this. We'll do the green part. Yeah, there we go. Look at how perpendicular. That's perfect. That's perfect. So this one feels great. I mean, I'm tearing this apart a little bit because it's something that, you know, your clients will expect out of you in the future. So it's really good to get these things nailed. It looks like you did. So you're using a tripod, or you're at least using the guidelines in your viewfinder to make sure that everything's squaring up in parallel. And it's really obvious when it's not. Like, this is not parallel. You know, this is going up at an angle. But she didn't choose that one, so that's just fine. Yep, looks pretty good. I mean, and then also for a place that's probably pretty frequently visited, you did a good job not getting anybody else in the shots, which is great. This will probably be a really beautiful place to photograph when there's a little bit of leaving on the trees. It'd be nice to shoot this when the leaves aren't fully out but are just coming out, or in the fall when they've started thinned, because you can see that the building will be obscured by leaves later, you know, in the summer, in the middle of summer. But in the spring and the fall, these trees will just add beautiful aspects to this photograph, specifically this composition. I mean, these will look really, really gorgeous, and I strongly recommend that you go back in the dawn or the dusk during spring and fall and shoot this building again for your portfolio if you're interested in doing this kind of stuff, because this is really nice. All right, Brandy, well done. Thank you. Thanks for getting the PDF thing all sorted out, and nice work on this project here. Thank you.